Hello, everybody. It's Max here. God. If you saw on Facebook, I didn't know what to pick because Netflix has such great options. Netflix is like the dating. It's like the dating world, really. There's like one good option, five bad ones. So, oh, so God, which one did I pick? Well, if you read the title, you can tell Woody Woodpecker. God, I'll admit but I guess before I talk about the movie, I should talk about what I think of the character Woody Woodpecker in the cartoons, because I never really watched much Woody Woodpecker before I decided to do this. So I watched a couple cartoons, and I can say, eh, not a huge fan. I don't know. I mostly like the cartoons, if at all, for the slapstick, and honestly, that's about it. The character is kind of annoying, but that's his appeal. I think. I don't know what his appeal is. It's annoying. But that said, I can say as annoying as he can be in the cartoons, this is more annoying. The movie accomplished it. Oh god. What is the plot? Let me see. Of well, apparently the plot involves, as most cartoon movies do. Yeah. Spoiler alert. If you've seen any live action before I talk about the plot, I'll just give it to you straight. If you've seen any live action cartoon movie at all, any one of them, almost any one of them, I should say if you've seen Garfield, Underdog, was it Inspector Gadget, The Smurfs. If you've seen any one of Marmaduke, I guess you can throw that in. If you've seen any one of them, you've seen this. It's basically everything you know you're gonna get. It's not doing that. It basically, if you take a look at the trailers and just and it looks and if it looks like basically the Chipmunks is crapped out leftovers, yeah, that's basically it. And I remember talking about this to some extent with my friend when we did the Aeon Flux review, and to me, this kind of is slowly going, as annoying as this was at some points, this is going in one ear and out the other. It's white noise. It's annoying. It's a little annoying, but it's not the worst. It, I guess I'll talk about it a little bit. So the main story is basically, on one hand, you got poachers trying to find Woody, but he outwits them because it's the cartoon. Because it wouldn't be much of a movie if they just said, "Bang, got him." It would be a mercifully short movie. Seriously, it's an hour and 30 minutes, and I felt like time was going backwards. I was like, how are we 30 minutes behind? I feel like it should be over already. Kill me. Oh my god. Anyway. So basically this this dad and his stuck up wife, you know where this is going, gets stuck with his kid because his ex-wife, her father's having a stroke or something, and he has to look after him. And of course, they don't get along, or at least they get along about as well as two strange people, two strangers who are forced to act like father and son in a movie set get along. But so big shock. They're trying to build an apartment. They're trying to build a house in the middle of the woods, but it's like a fancy schmancy kind of house that you'd like see in LA, or at least I guess it's trying to look like that, despite looking ugly. I'm not like a house decorator, but I was like, I wouldn't buy this house. I don't even know any rich people who would buy this. It's the ugliest looking house in the world, but whatever. What else? So they're trying to build a house, and of course they disturb the woodpecker. He destroys their shit, and eventually the guy hires the poachers who are looking after him to get him. But over time, the guy bonds with his son. He bonds with this park ranger chick. I don't know. It's meant to be a romance because his wife leaves in 30 minutes. Spoiler alert. Care. It's Woody Woodpecker. Who gives a shit? But yeah, Basically, it hits every note you expect it to hit. Of course, Woody says, "I'm not friends with them." Of course, he is. The guy's annoyed, but then he learns, "Oh, I should be friends with it." Oh, I made my. Are we becoming friends? I just. It's every one of these stupid movies. It's basically all their cliches. To be fair, there's not as much annoying lingo as a lot of the other ones. And I say not as much because it's still there. Say cheese. He takes a picture. Hashtag. Ugh. You know, it's it basically just kind of feels like another one. It's another Smurfs, another Garfield, another kind of annoying dumb kids flick meant to dangle keys in front of your kid's face. It, I guess it's not as bad as some of the other ones. I think some of the other ones are are a little more annoying. There's also a little more product placement. I don't remember any product placement in this, or at least that I remember. I can't really think of. Maybe it's because I ignored it, but yeah, I don't. Surprisingly, you'd think, but maybe it's because this didn't make it to theaters, or at least not here. This made it to Brazil, I think. I think it made it to some country like that, and apparently did great there. How, I have no idea. I guess Garfield never got shipped over there, or one of those films, but it hits all the film. But I remember when I talked to Netflix, I talked about movies like this, and it's basically all the same plots. The main character isn't in the movie as much as you might or may not, if you're me, want him to. It focuses on the people who are somehow more annoying. They're never given any good direction, so they're kind of just like, help, director, help. The acting in this is really bad. and and I'll be honest, I didn't know much of the people. I knew the guy playing the Woody Woodpecker, Eric Balsa, is a pretty famous voice actor. I know he's done things like the Looney Tunes show, and he's the lead in the Puss in Boots show, which apparently ended. I didn't know that, but I know he's done good things, and you can tell he's trying. But yeah, when you're not when a lot of the jokes mostly involve the typical poop jokes and just kind of being just kind of having that annoying high pitched voice. There's not much he can do to save it that any other actor could do. So you can tell he's trying, I guess. The other actors in this are, I don't know if it's an acting thing. At least, okay, I'm gonna guess it's the directing. Because just in every other meaning of the word, this just the way it's shot, it could be any other animated film. The film, it's not really interesting there. The acting from basically everybody is awkward. Nobody seems like they have any life in it. The father and son seem like actors that barely know each other. You never buy their connection. You don't buy his connection with his wife. And she leaves in the first 30 minutes again, which I was like, bye. She was so bad. The rest of them are just kind of possibly misdirected. She was like school play bad. It was actually uncomfortable. It was like Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka uncomfortable. Just, oh god. Oh fuck me. Yeah, every actor in this is horribly misdirected. There's nothing really interesting. The effects are just awful. I mean, there's some green screens in this that I'm like, God, I could do better green screen than that. It's even the CGI on Woody. He's meant to look cartoony, but you're also supposed to buy he's there, and I never do. There's like a scene where the kid's petting him. I'm going, ooh. I was just like, God, how do you make that bad? Oh, I don't know. I just don't know really what else to say about it. It's every cartoon movie. The main character's not in it that much. It's mostly about boring white people, or in the case of Fat Albert, black people, and their boring lives. The cartoon character helps out the main character, and they eventually become friends. There's one or two references to the cartoon, or okay, not really. I know there's I don't think there. I don't know the characters in the cartoon. I watched a couple episodes. There was like a guy who looks kind of like a walrus, but yeah, if there's characters in the cartoon, and I don't think there are. I think the only one from the Woody Woodpecker cartoons is Woody himself. But there's barely any reference to the cartoons aside from one or two jokes. It's all the typical poorly timed stick poop jokes. It's just kind of it basically is every live action cartoon movie ever made. It's pretty generic, pretty dumb. I can't say it's the worst I've seen of the cartoon movies. Again, I probably find the ones that try to be more honest to the source material far more offensive on terms of things. It's not Gem and the Holograms annoying. It's not as it's not Death Note. It's not Aeon Flux. It's just a boring, uninteresting kids film, and yeah, I, the fact that it did come over here is really not surprising because the more I think about it, direct to DVD, I guess is perfect because everything about it feels very direct to DVD, which is odd because even it's hard to describe. Even something like Smurfs feels more akin to the screen. This it looks direct to DVD. Again, it's not a good film by any means. It's terrible, but it's just not even worth it. It's just kind of a dumb piece of shit. I wouldn't really. I'd much rather show a kid put on something at least more interestingly bad. But it's just not even worth getting angry at. It's just dumb. Some there's not even wasn't even that many scenes where I was just like, oh god, I was annoyed, but I wasn't really like banging my ears going, God, make it stop. I think there was okay, there was one scene where they play Surf and Bird. Oh god. And then they have him destroying everything, and literally everything goes wrong between the kid. For one, I'm so sick of that goddamn stupid song. Family Guy made a bad song even more annoying. Between that song, the fact that the main kid is playing it and singing off key, the Woody Woodpecker voice, the bad slapstick, everything, I was just like, God, make it stop. Aside from that, nope. It just plainly, in a dull, uninteresting way, sucks. If you like Woody Woodpecker, watch the cartoons online. If you like Woody Woodpecker, watch the cartoons online. This you will not like, and I really wouldn't recommend. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend showing. I don't know. Is it like insulting to kids? Not really. At least not that I can remember. It's just dull. It just has no flavor. Yeah, pretty uninteresting one. But the next one's the Emoji Movie, so bye. Oh God.